repeated over and over again that there exist other lands, that there is another beauty. But I love my native sites, my native sweet land. Surprisingly beautiful and unique, the Kharabalinsky area is located in the central part of the Astrakhan region. The territory of the area occupies approximately 8,000 square kilometers. More than 20,000 hectares of the ground are irrigated arable land of the Volga-Akhtuba floodlands. More than 30,000 hectares of the ground are taken by hayfields, and other 200 hectares are occupied by semi-desertic pastures. Natural resources of minerals in the Kharabalinsky area are rich and various. There are 6 prospects on exploration and recovery of oil and gas fields within its territory. The Kharabalinsky area is a multinational place. Russian and Kazakhs, Belarusians and Kalmyks, Tatars and Nogais. Almost 60 nationalities live here in peace and harmony. Today, the total number of the population of the area is more than 40,000 people. Almost half of the population is inhabitants of the administrative center. Other 22,000 live in 19 villages and hamlets of the area. Flora and fauna diversity of the Kharabalinsky area attracts thousands of tourists to this place. The water jungle is a real paradise for lovers of fishing and hunting. Fishing sheatfish, pike perches has been well known both in Russia and beyond its borders for a long time. Year after year, people come here in search of unusual trophies. Diversity of animal world attracts hunting lovers to these places. The Kharabalinsky area is a mecca for tourists due to sunshine, smooth water, plenty of vegetables and fruit. The agricultural production today is a leading branch of economy of the Kharabalinsky area. Its multi-branch structure is presented here extensively. That is vegetable growing, potato growing, dairy and meat cattle breeding, and also bird breeding and sheep farming. There are 12 farms of different forms of ownership, almost 250 country farms, and 3 subsidiary small holdings. Use of modern technologies has allowed the Kharabalinsky area to be the leader in the field of vegetable production, potato production, and meat production. Drop irrigation method has been widely used for last years. Mounting costs of the system will be compensated in a year, and the similar method of irrigation in conditions of hot Astrakhan climate allows to yield onion crop up to 100 tons a hectare and tomato crop up to 70. Besides, the hot and long summer enables to collect 2 and even 3 crops of vegetables and fruit during a season. Fish processing is another important component of the Kharabalinsky area's economy. Taste of dried wobla, or in other words Caspian roach, bream, pike, is known far outside the Astrakhan region. It is delivered both to Moscow and to other regions of Russia. Even one enterprise is able to produce up to 80 tons of final goods. The Kharabalinsky area is a real paradise for tourists. The local tourism sector has become more and more attractive for investors in its present condition of existing infrastructure. Experts of this field believe the number of tourist resorts is sure to grow. 18 tourist resorts operate within the territory of the area nowadays. For holidaymakers, they have created the most favorable conditions such as comfortable camping sites, wooden houses of good quality, and even the VIP mansions. Children's recreational facilities are provided for little travelers, for example, bathing in a swimming pool with warm water and all sorts of games. So, while their parents are busy bagging large trophies, kids will not be bored. Being on holiday at such campsites will be a family vacation. For those who are older, 1,200 kinds of fish living in the local rivers and shallow creeks are available, such as sheatfish, the master of deaths, bronze sazan, pike perch, and also famous Astrakhan wobla. Hunters also come to the Kharabalinsky area in search of adrenaline. Geese, ducks, partridges, foxes, and even wild boars become trophies of the most exacting hunter. The resorts located in this area are justly considered as the best fishing and hunting sites in the country. Sites of the Kharabalinsky area amaze with their diversity. The present and the past coexist beside. The site of ancient settlements Selitrinaya, Kalmyk Khurul, the Orlov Wood and Berly Sands State Reserve represent an enormous interest for curious and inquisitive tourists. State Natural Reserve Berly Sands is unique with its rich variety of species. At least 7 kinds of reptile inhabit this area, and the vegetation of Urochische cordon amazes by an abundance of prickly pear cacti. At the beginning of June they blossom, turning a plantation into the whole hectare of a surprising miracle. Large yellow flowers and dark red fruit grow on platyclades of some plants. It can be found nowhere else but in Mexico. Kalmyk Khurul, also known as the Hasheutovsky Khurul, is an architectural monument of state importance. The complex of monastic constructions with the Kalmyk stone temple was erected at the beginning of the 19th century in commemoration of fortunate returning home of the Kalmyks from the Patriotic War. Several centuries later, the temple looks as if time stands still in its unusual composition. Forged openwork bars became a model of an excellent work of the smith. Murals represent striking illustration of Lamaism. Everyone has heard of the legendary city Sarai Batu, the capital of Golden Horde. Founded as far back as the 13th century, Sarai Batu impressed everyone with its huge territory even in the past. Today, here near the village Selitrinaya, archaeologists go on with their excavations. Scientists have been finding the remains up to now, its palaces and potters' workshops, caravan sheds, and whole city quarters. In 2004, the site of ancient settlement Selitrinaya received the status of Memorial State of History and Archaeology, and many people have begun to consider it the 8th Astrakhan wonder of the world since then. Investment into development of the Kharabalinsky area is a profitable investment of money. Today, the area is one of the most dynamically developing agrarian places of the Astrakhan region. For this reason, it is so attractive both for home and foreign investors. Efficiency of investment policy being carried out in this area is characterized by annual growth of investments. Investments into agriculture are among the most profitable investments. The Kharabalinsky area is the first by right in the Astrakhan region according to availability of arable land. Unique soil and favorable climatic conditions allow to organize any large production, cultivating and processing vegetables and fruit, as well as livestock farming. Developed financial infrastructure of the area favors the investment activity. 4 regional credit organizations as well as their branch offices operate in this area. Today, local authorities take the lead in creation of the image of the region open to any kind of investment. All the information on development prospects of investment policy of the area can be found on the official site of administration www.kharabali.ru. The main thing, as it is considered here, is to develop the mechanisms providing harmonious and competitive development of manufacture, education and science, thus creating conditions for improvement of the investment climate. The investments into the Kharabalinsky area is a certain step into the future.